Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to Get Hit with the Truth. So today we're doing the Lopez versus Leo recap video from the ESPN card that took place this past Saturday on August 10th, as it was headlined by Angelo Leo challenging Luis Alberto Lopez for the IBF featherweight title at 126 pounds. Now, before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel, I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel here. So, this fight right here ended up being a good one. It was a surprising upset. Leo pulling off the win. I did say that I thought Leo was a live underdog coming into the fight, but Luis Alberto Lopez, I thought, was just going to outwork him. He's been a road warrior. He's won in everybody's hometown, and I thought he was going to continue that role going into Arizona, where Angelo Leo is from. And he completely got outworked in this fight. Leo came to fight. Leo has been looking good since he moved up to featherweight. Maybe the extra pounds helped him. Maybe he's more that's what he was suited for. But we know Lopez has been dominant, since he became world champion, since he beat Gabriel Flores before he even became world champ. He's looked very good in every one of his fights. And this was the fourth defense of his world title reign, and he got worked in this one. Angelo Leo completely outworked him, completely just out-hustled him. And then probably the knockout of the year, the fucking brutal left hand landed flush and just flattened Luis Alberto Lopez in this one. Nobody saw that coming. Big win, upset for sure. And now Angelo Leo is a serious player at 126, so a big win for him. On a side note, I want to give much love to Stephen Fulton Jr. because if you guys are as high on Naoya Inoue as I am, you should be, because Naoya Inoue is truly a great fighter. But Angelo Leo is now the WBO champion. Brandon Figueroa is the favorite going in against Ray Vargas for the WBC title. Stephen Fulton Jr. defeated both of them in the same year. He totally worked Angelo Leo, and he defeated Brandon Figueroa in a close, hard-fought battle. But just want to give some love to Stephen Fulton Jr. But, all that being said, a surprising upset, really surprising upset. Angelo Leo, coming out just fighting his ass off and pulling off the victory of his whole career. This really legitimized him, because the fight with Stephen Fulton Jr. back in 2020, well, actually, he defeated, he lost the title at the beginning of 2021. It was actually 2020, he took on Tremaine Williams for the vacant belt because Stephen Fulton came down with COVID and could not fight Angelo Leo. So that was just on days' notice, too. So Tremaine Williams, who was fighting on the undercard, decided to step up and challenge Leo for the vacant title, and Leo beat him for the vacant belt. But 5 months later, Leo took on Fulton and got worked in that fight. And so he really hasn't been given his credit, until then. You could view him as a paper champion, really, because the guy he was supposed to fight came down with an illness. He only won the title because that guy came down with the illness, and then that guy dominated him in their fight when they actually got to go. Well, this time he's now a two-weight champion. He legitimized himself by beating the guy who's who was universally considered to be the #1 featherweight in the world. So this win here leads to just bigger things, and it just was a huge victory for Angelo Leo. And for Luis Alberto Lopez, tough defeat. I mean, when you're rolling, you put yourself in the mix for Naoya Inoue, the monster, and you come out and you lose like this. I mean, that's tough. That's tough. So going to be a tough one for him to bounce back from. But, he's a former champ who put himself at the top, and I really do think he can bounce back. So we'll discuss both these guys next week when I do my What's Next video. But a very good victory for Angelo Leo, knockout of the year. It's really going to put him on the lips of a lot of people, because I really do believe this is the knockout of the year. And tough loss for Luis Alberto Lopez. But that's it. That's what I got. That's my Lopez versus Leo recap from their IBF featherweight title fight that headlined the August 10th ESPN card. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.